Thanks for tuning in to another episode of WGC Fits. Today we are going to be going over the new SM9 wedges and kind of what to expect if you're switching over from older wedges into the new ones. All right, so we have Ian today working with us. He's going to be hitting some shots. You guys know Ian. In terms of what to expect with the new SM9 wedges, first off, how do you think they look?
Oh, the 54 looks pretty, especially in black.
Okay. Do you play darker wedges or chrome wedges?
Only
yourself?
in the 60 I play a dark wedge.
Okay.
Everything else I like it to look like a normal iron.
Like your iron? Why do you play the dark finish in your 60? Just to look cool?
It makes me look cool?
Yeah, just to look cool. I mean, it's a real thing, man. You got to look good out there, right? Now, so they offer a couple of different finishes in the SM9. You're seeing there, Ian has the black finish. They also do the chrome. I believe they do the brushed steel, and then there's a raw option as well. And in terms of the grinds, if you're familiar with the SM8 grinds or Vokey grinds in general, you know, a lot of that's just moving forward. So what Ian's hitting is a 54F grind. He likes a bit of bounce on his sand wedge, and this is something that has a lot of it. So let's hit a few shots and just talk about what it feels like off the face for you.
How far you want it?
What's your normal sand wedge?
What do you want it to be?
110.
That might be a little farther than 110, but...
Well, you're being judged by every yard over.
Oh, 107, perfect.
That was pretty good.
Perfect.
That was pretty good. So hit a couple of shots here like that, and let's see kind of what it feels like off the face. Now, you know, I have played Vokey wedges in the past. I think you play Vokey wedges now. You've played them all. So compare these to kind of what they felt like in the past for you.
I don't know if it's the bounce or anything, but it feels a little softer.
Okay.
Is that weird? Not
weird, because I thought that the SM8 felt very soft as well. And I think I have a theory as to why that's the case. We'll talk about that.
Oh, it's right at the pin, too. A little too far. Yeah. Oh.
Just shy. What is, for everybody to use as a reference, what is your full sand wedge? What is it normally?
Wow, I can really feel the bounce on this thing.
Well, it's got a lot of it. So you had mentioned that they feel softer, right? Now, one of the things that they started with Vokey, kind of, and really talked about at least with the SM8 was where they were kind of moving around the center of gravity. You remember that, right?
Yeah.
And they continued to move around, push forward, and then actually a little bit up, depending on loft, where the center of gravity is. So what that does is, I think it lets, especially well-struck shots, feel a little bit more solid, but also softer, right? Because there's just, well, it's where all the mass is, kind of behind the ball. And, you know, we all know in golf, that's where we want to hit the ball, and it's going to feel better that way.
Not on the heel?
Not on the heel. No, there's a little bit less near El Hosel. That sounded pretty good. Hit that well? Now, the other thing that they talk about with the SM9 is the grooves, right? They're cutting them right to the edge of the groove there. And what that does is that really helps with spin consistency, but also kind of maximizing spin, right? So what that tells you is, I mean, we've all gotten those flyers, right? I know you kind of like to play golf in the morning sometimes, right? Get a little bit of that wet, rough lie. So the new grooves are cut in a way that's supposed to kind of help maximize spin out of that wet, rough situation, but then just in general, just manage spin a little bit better, right? That coupled with that center of gravity lets us also produce a little bit more of a forward ball flight versus one that gets kind of too floaty on us, right? Because that's what we want. We want low zippers all day, man.
Like that?
That looked pretty good. And not a bad looking shot.
Right at the pin.
That'll work. So you're playing the 8s right now. You put the 9s in the bag? Feel good enough?
Oh yeah, I would put the 9 in the bag.
There you go.
Oh, you got to try the 60 first.
Well, yeah, I know. We're getting there. Because you like a unique 60, so I'm kind of excited to get this there.
That was good too.
Let's jump into the 60. So Ian likes a lot of bounce in a sand wedge and a lot of bounce in a gap wedge. He likes next to nothing in a 60 degree. So we have the L grind here, don't we?
Yes.
So this is where this is going to be cool, and this is where you're really going to be able to talk a little bit and see a little bit about how they've adjusted things like center of gravity here.
So when I play a 60, I tend to pick it. Like, I don't even make a divot on like this 30-yard shot.
Just a little bruise.
Literally don't even touch the ground. That's how I get it high. And
now, what we have here is an L grind. The L grind has 4 degrees of bounce, right? So very, very small. But for Ian, who likes to, like you just said, barely bruise the ground here when he's playing these type of shots. All right, now what Ian was about to say is he likes to really try to, just play.
I like to hit it high off the fairway, and that smaller bounce lets me do that.
Perfect. There you go.
Like, I can lay this club flat, and it's basically sitting flat with the ground.
Now, I want you to hit a couple of shots like you normally would. And here, let's really talk about, and I want you to really pay attention to what it feels like, because this is where you're really going to feel that kind of center of gravity kind of working for you.
You mean on the top of the face?
What was that?
It's like up here?
Yeah, because they move it both forward and higher. So the higher the loft, right, the center of gravity is going to be moving a little bit, and it's going to help with these types of shots.
Is that why it looks a little thicker?
A little bit, yep.
Okay.
Just got to put mass behind the ball where we're striking it. Like, that sounded good. That had to feel good.
Right on the center. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it feels a little softer than my 60.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll do that in the fairway. Hit these little high shots.
Now, just to speak of versatility, can we try to hit some little 40, 50 yarders that are a little bit lower?
Oh, yeah.
Much different, but still good.
I hit it off the top of the face, but
That's okay. Lets you kind of be in control of what's going on with the golf ball, right?
right in the little patch. Here, I'll hit that one the same.
So what we're going to do next here is we're going to have Ian hit 2 or 3 shots at 60 yards, 2 or 3 shots at 80 yards, and then 2 or 3 shots at 100 yards. And we're just going to let him kind of walk us through, his thought process on the shots, and if he feels like he can make them.
Oh, I'm going to make them.
There we go. Club's giving him confidence.
I'm going to hit this one a little lower. Sit. That one a little too far, didn't I?
Just a touch, but that was pretty close.
Okay.
See, having played with you, and obviously you're a long guy, right? So wedges are important, right?
Yeah.
This is an area of your game where you kind of got to really be dialed in.
Oh, there we go.
That should stop pretty quick.
That was nice.
Yeah, not bad.
Okay.
Pretty
All right,
good.
80 yards?
Yep, we'll do 80 now. There we go. That's really good.
Right at 80.
Should be right there.
Hey!
There it is. One more.
2 feet off. Oh, these feel a little more solid than mine.
Fresh grooves, man.
Hey, 84.
We can take that. All right.
Dude, I like these. These are nice.
We like them. They feel
I do.
good. Look good. Could they go in the bag? That's the important
Yeah,
question.
they could go in the bag.
Pretty easily.
Yeah.
There it is. Heard it from Ian first. All right, guys, that is our review and kind of overview of the new Titleist SM9 wedges. Come on and see us here at Windmill Golf Center. Get fit up for a pair. We'll see you. Bye.